Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today, our topic is entitled Go into Hermit Mode and on Your Spiritual Journey. And this is part 3 of a series I started about 3 weeks ago, okay? So this will be the end of that series, okay? Ancestors, angels, and my spiritual guides, welcome. And please take your divine places in this sanctuary. I'm calling on my spiritual team of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love, harmony, and peace to intervene in this message to edify, heal, and to protect the people predestined and ordained to provide Yah's purpose in these final days. Please bless this message so that it will encourage people to rise to the occasion of enlightenment, purpose, and the will of Yahuwah and the Godhead for their glory now and forevermore. El Hermit is French. It translates the hermit. Most commonly, this refers to the card 9 of the major arcana of the tarot deck, okay? Representing introspection, spiritual seeking, and inner wisdom. The core meaning is soul searching, retrospection, and solitude. Withdrawal from daily interruptions to focus on self-reflections, healing, and self-development. This is what this journey is for, okay? On the spiritual plane, the card represents equilibrium or the return journey of the ego back to the cosmic unity. The card signifies that all that is needed is reachable, but that there is a specific time for all things. I will say that again. The Hermit card signifies that all that is needed is reachable, but there's a specific time for all things. And that one will need to persevere during this process of hermit mode. The journey is a elongated road that can be difficult to travel. Listen carefully, but not an unattainable task to take. This is why I refer to some forms of divination, y'all, as the narrow road. That narrow, difficult road the Bible talks about in Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 and 14. In actuality, it is a soul's journey. You're going to take your soul's journey, okay? Your soul is you, is who you really are. This body that we live in, this body is for identification. Like if, for instance, if your name is Mary or Sally or something, and I'll see you from afar, and I say, oh, there's Mary and that's Sally or whoever. This body is for identification, but your soul is really who you are. Okay? So it's a soul's journey to rediscover a person's inner child and all of the divine benefits within oneself. When you endeavor to go within, you realize that pride, arrogance is an illusion. It is my opinion that it needs to be replaced with self faith, faith in yourself, awareness of your capacities, your power, and your divine strengths. As a rule of thumb, in the 3D, the Hermit card represents much like justice, balance, opposing in irreconcilable forces, notions, and concepts. It also indicates it indicates the insinuated energy penetrations of all physical manifestations that need to be recovered beyond the 3D. The Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is the primary tradition of the ancient Israelites mysticism, which is, listen carefully, which is the hidden meaning of the Torah. The true nature of Yahuwah. This is the Kabbalah, okay? And the cosmic relationship between the infinite divine and the finite universe. Wow. In relation to the Kabbalah, this card is associated with the letter Teth. It's spelled Teth. And is predominantly lunar. Okay? Meaning its underlining energetic resonance is with the moon rather than its traditional zodiac ruler, Virgo. In divinatory practices, the card denotes wisdom and solitude. If the question relates to a person's growth of divine spiritual endeavors, the card is very supportive and favorable in a reading. As a card of spiritual progression and maturity, the card requires a deep dive into energies and situations to acquire the desired spiritual depth to achieve one's vibrational velocities. It also indicates a card of responsibility and serious self-control. Serious self-control, y'all. That's important. Physically and mentally. Okay? It is an elongated journey to a higher version of oneself that is very attainable if the person is serious about the journey. Okay? A state of equilibrium is needed to make this journey. This journey is to be taken by spiritual minded individuals connected to the divine power of the Most High Yah, for it to be most favorable, whom some describe as the source. Some say God, some says the source. I say Yahuwah. Okay? But I think it'll be safe to say the one who predestined all things before the foundation of the earth, for the purpose of the things that will soon come to pass in this age. The next thing I would say here, and to close this video, because I don't make my videos very long. I do that because I learned that people just, their attention spans are not very long. I've learned that over the years, being who I am, okay? So I need you to listen carefully, because this is also this very next sentence I'm going to say here is your spiritual nugget. Okay? So listen carefully. The journey is not pursued from the outside. It is pursued from within. I'll say that again. Your spiritual journey, even going on your into hermit mode, is not pursued from the outside. It's not more or less that you should go well, I was gonna say read a book, but some people probably need to read a book. But you still the most important part of this to know about this particular journey is that this journey is taken from the inside, not the outside. Okay? Take a good look at the image of the Hermit card on the screen here. Just take a good look at it. It echoes, are you seriously willing and ready? Look at the facial expression. Look at the body language, okay? Are you serious about taking this journey? If you are serious, examine yourself. This is what this person is, this is what he's going through this hermit mode process, okay? Examine yourself. Be prepared, for you will take this journey alone, just like you've taken every other journey alone. When you came into the world, you came into the world alone. Unless you was a twin that was connected to another twin, that's a different situation. But even they come in alone if they have their own separate minds and their own separate, their souls, okay? You will take this journey alone to discover all that is within you. Repetitiously, I would say again, when I speak of equilibrium, in regards to the Hermit card, I mean enter equilibrium through retrospection, solitude, and self-discovery. In the process of the Hermit mode, a person's emotions reconnect to their core values and seeks knowledge, wisdom, power, but most of all, understanding of the things of our past. So we do need to know about our past. Our past was so important, and it was such a powerful thing that people tried to take it from us. They tried to take it from us, and they separated us through slavery and just servitude, period, to take us away from our past. And that's because our past is a very powerful past. We have to go back to it and learn as much as we can learn about our culture, how they did things then. Why did we become the people that they call the chosen people of God? So the past is very important. So our past, our presence. In our presence, we go into ourselves to be better versions of ourselves. And the things to come. The things to come is our future. And it's our near future. Because the veil between the 3D and the 5D is so thin now that, we're in a time of I know. We're in a time of I can see. Just if you just go on social media alone, you'll see how many people are awakening, how many people has been enlightened. Their awareness is higher. And so that is what's happening in our present and also in our near future. So that's really all I have to say. Thank you for tuning into this channel, and I'll see you for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give a thumbs up, and ring the bell for more videos. We are, like I said, the veil between the 3D and the 5D is very thin now. So we need to get on our journey on our road to forevermore. We're in the last dispensation now, the millennium or the Aquarius age. We're in that age now. So this is the time of judgment. I don't know if you all have noticed, but a lot of people are, a lot of people's lives are really, really changing. It's really, really changing because they are, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, a lot of them are under judgment. They're under judgment. Things they thought would never come out is coming out now because we're in the time of judgment. The dispensation of the millennium or the Aquarius age is a time of judgment. And you know what, guys? We're going to see a lot of sad things. We're going to see a lot of illnesses, for the people that refuse to just change, because like I said, we are in the age of judgment right now, but we still have an overcast of mercy and grace. So the people that are just going to ignore it, they're gonna have their forevermore. I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but I don't, judgment is we're going to all be judged for what we do. I'm going to be judged for what I do. So I try to stay very close to the things of God. I try to elevate myself at a higher level at all points. I try to help other people elevate. I do the things that I feel that the Most High Yah put me here to do, because my judgment is going to be the things that I put out there. Your judgment would be the things that you put out there, whether good or bad. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. And again, thank you for tuning in to Biblical Hot Topics. I will see you for the next video.